make a bomb with a Zeranium payload. That's madness! Do you know the value of Zeranium on the open market? This is quite the whodunit.
If only Wily was here to advise me on what to do next.
I assure you these traitors haven't factored us into their equations. Ready to be the hole in their math?
Are you sure that rope can support us?
I am 100% certain that its tensile strength is marginally greater than other bipeds.
Watch out for Wily. He's accounted for everything. He'll know you're coming.
We'd love to help, but not as much as we prefer to leave. Plan guide you.
Seer Wily said I wasn't on his list and let me go. He must have predicted I wouldn't fight back. I don't understand. Where's the abbot? Why isn't he doing something? I don't understand. Where's the abbot? Why isn't he doing something?
Think when we kick his head in, it'll be simple enough for him to understand?
Today, we are that catalyst, setting into motion the future most aligned with the plan. Hold that belief in your minds. Let it strengthen your resolve, and do not hesitate. The time for ideation is concluded. Now is the time for execution. Those outside the Order, and some simpletons within it, claim that all things happen for a reason. But the wise among us know that nothing occurs without a catalyst. Today, we are that catalyst, setting into motion the future most aligned. Hold that belief in your minds. Let it strengthen your resolve, and do not hesitate. The time for ideation is concluded.
Nice of Sir Wily to leave us this light. Sorry. Rejuvenation device.
That device may be the deciding factor whether you live or die in the near future. Unless you can expedite hemostasis and proliferate new tissue in your own within a fraction of a second.
No. But I have been told that many tolerance exceeds normal thresholds.
Mother must be so proud.
Raft back in business.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. I have a feeling. Proceeding to attack.
This looks a lot like those N-ray junction boxes. Still got the scanner on you?
Found another one. Damn it.
Aggressors in range.
I knew there'd be a high probability of fighting, but I didn't think...
Hey, none of that. Remember what Wiley told us?
Document every corpse you find so we have an accurate head count later?
Well, yes, that. But also not everyone will share our vision of the plan. We gave them the option to join us. It's not our fault they chose wrong.
May all solutions proceed progress. Readying application of
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Grab's ready if you need a house call.
And here I was, hoping for a peaceful, rejuvenating soak. Nice wiring. I thought these folk were supposed to work smarter.
pillar to me one more time. Scientific advancement should not come at the cost of the grace and dignity of innocent lives. That is all I am saying. Armed conflicts are not the inevitability you are making them out to be, Anya, but rather the result of a populace failing to adhere to scientism's stoic imperative.
Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist? I must have just imagined reading Alfred Long's 75 Thesis on determinism then.
Anchorites. Be warned. Any conversation with these two may prove pedantic. Oh dear. Perhaps I should have explained what an anchorite is.
As your friend has correctly determined, we are anchorites, here by choice. This is where we conduct our divine calling, debating scientific precept and theory. Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep your answer brief.
Care to elaborate?
We're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials we requested, perhaps we could settle this debate.
Lack of a door, for starters.
You're currently standing outside of an anchor hold. My colleague and I have chosen to permanently enclose ourselves within this cell to lead a life of concentrated purpose. As anchorites of the Order, it is our duty to postulate on the universe's perplexities for the benefit of observers. In this way, we advance the plan through empirical knowledge. How indeed? Can a person's physical excretions exist in two states at once? Certainly worth considering.
We have privacy curtains. It's less trouble than you're making it out to be.
We observe periods of rest like all living creatures, but otherwise, yes. When in conversation, we welcome all to attend and learn.
We have privacy curtains. It's less trouble than you're making it out to be. Who's to say we haven't tried?
My colleague is joking. The answer to your question is simple. All anchorites undergo extensive testing before being admitted to such a calling. You might say we are compatible.
Then it's a good thing you're standing on that side of the window, isn't it? I need the book Only Real Numbers, The Casualties of Appeasement by Exemplar Kwong. Second edition, not the first. That's important.
And I require Archivist Mahler's dissertation on de-escalation theory. You should be able to locate both pieces of scholarship in the scriptorium. I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots when their work goes missing. You're in luck. I just finished my third reread of it. Chapter 47 is a real treat. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer, but do take care with it, especially around the bath. We lose more good books that way.
Augustine? Sure. She's got a mind for provocative hypotheticals. Asked a lot more interesting questions than we normally get.
I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Why do you ask?
Evidently, she was good at her job then. Augustine was obsessed with the rift. She wanted to know all the potential routes the Order might take to deal with it. We explained that the rift is an aberration of the plan's natural order, corrupting time and space and creating uncertainty. Consequently, all efforts should be made to close it.
Apologies, but gossip doesn't fall under our purview. We've secluded ourselves here to avoid such distractions, so I would thank you to exclude us from any remote drama. I'm sure I have no notion of what you're referring to.
Good for him. About time someone put theory into application.
What my colleague means is Landon Wiley is among our most gifted and dedicated seers. Whatever actions he's taken must be in service of the plan. I do hope no one's been hurt, though. I see. That is distressing to hear. But as we in the Order like to say, the plan actuates by deliberate means. Let us hope this conflict resolves itself soon. Much appreciated. We'll present our final arguments once you've returned with the research.
Ratcheting up my aggression.
know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got, and it sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat. I might just be a novice, but at 73 years of age, I have enough self-respect that I shouldn't be picking up another body's lavation towels. Still, ain't as bad as it was at Auntie's choice. But that don't mean it's good. I just ask you folks to remember that there's more of importance out here than just your numbers.
It's the unknown variable!
This is one of our products. You know, market research says that a populace is more likely to tolerate new leadership if given appealing merchandise. Maybe it's working.
Disrupted the human internal biome to such a degree that the eventual correspondingly large immune response leads to violently explosive diarrhea, resulting in the expelling of the worms, the berries, and most of the person's unnecessary procedures or prescribing expensive ointments such as their antibiotics.
Hostility to plan. Eliminate the target.
Well, this is quite modest. Very simple and austere. Can hardly guess who lives here.
How selfless of him to safeguard this finery for his people's own good.
Whom do we blame when a student fails? Why, their instructor, of course. Bishop Basar has failed this order as its preeminent luminary. And without our intervention, she would make peace with the primitive minds of Auntie's choice. This must be prevented, whatever the cost, or humanity's ascendance will be forestalled by centuries, if not millennia.
Yeah.
The blood spilled today is merely correctional ink, stamped onto a test of order aptitude. Agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
I know a stall tactic when I see one. Calls on you, though, dear. Entirely depends on your priorities. My former department would say keeping on mission is of paramount importance. But I no longer think I agree.
Look, whatever the Seer and DeVries are doing, we'll have time to sort it out later. These folk don't have that kind of time. Good. Then let's get to freeing them.
Like the cut of your jib. Hard way it is, then.
Very high probability. Why is that? You can give us the tip.
He's lost his wits!
What's going on about his puzzle in the
to a test of order aptitude.
Let me guess. That safe won't open until we solve this puzzle. Seems like stacking the deck for a predictable behavior analysis. Batten scan.
Battle jump!
Try to limit check your scopes for combatant analysis. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Taking cover!
Combatant scan.
Loading the new! Taking cover!
Lift me up. I'm built for you. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Holding my pugnacity!
Back in business.
have a growing suspicion the Seer's been overindulging in Aetherwave cereals.